Alright y'all, I am back. Topic of today's video, trailer fires. Yeah, you know, when I say trailer fire, I'm talking about mobile homes, okay? And the reason I'm making this video is because not that long ago, I think it was Monday actually, we were tripped to a trailer fire. I didn't go, I was at a funeral. That's non-related. Okay? It's not related to the topic at hand. Now, a trailer fire is one of the worst fires you can possibly go to. And I know and before you ask, well, you know, and I should go ahead and say this right now, so wait, you can question yourself. They are different. Like a trailer fire is different from a structure fire. Sorry, I'm watching my neighbor right now. He's quite an elderly man. I want to make sure he doesn't fall. Okay. Sorry, he's like 80 something. I'm afraid of him falling. So yeah. Yeah. You know, and his jeans are pretty well. If you live in this area, you know it's on the ground, and well, that's beside the point. You know, but sorry. Oh, Meals on Wheels just showed up. Good for them. Good for them. But anyway, getting back to trailer fires, they are different from the structure fire. How so? Well, it's how they're made. See, a modern day house is totally different from a mobile home or a trailer. How so, you might ask? How so? Well, let's go over what a trailer's made out of, shall we? A lot of glues. Of course, they have some nails, but you know, that's all for show pretty much. A lot, you know, they have cheap wood, and that's also sealed up with an oil-based substance. The glue is wood-based, and it's a lot of dry, pretty much pallet wood. You know, those wooden pallets, you know, that's pretty much what it's made out of. I know because I live in one. You know. Yeah, if you can't tell by the yellow fucking sign there. Hey, what do you expect? But anyway, what makes them mean is with a standard house, you've got a 5-minute gap. You've got 5 minutes. Because if a fire is, because in 5 minutes the fire can go from, you know, the house, you know, the house that's on fire can go from salvageable, about 2 minutes 50, you know, about halfway through, we'll be able to save some, to, oh hell no, that shit's burning to the ground. That's 5 minutes for a house. You know, it's got thick wood. You know, get the jokes out of the way, boys. Get the jokes out of the way. Yes, I just said, you know, it's a thicker wood pretty much, right? You know, and it's not that, you know, it's not exactly the easiest to light on fire. But once it is going, especially in stuff like log cabins, oh, you know, the running joke is with my department is if you fart, you know, in a few of these houses with a somewhat lit match, you'll send them up. You'll send them up in flames, because we have a lot of old houses that have a lot of that old dry wood. Yes, get those jokes out of the way. Not in the comment section, of course, you know, just yeah, just get those dick jokes out of the way, but not in the comment section. Fucking hell. But anyway, trailer fires, and it's literally cut in half. Alright? It's a smaller structure. smaller wood. No dick jokes on this channel. This is horrible. But anyway, the oil base, yeah, the oils used. This, what they oftentimes do is they have like a it's kind of like a stain and oil. How you have like you stain wood and shit. That's pretty much what it is. To make the mobile home look better. Once it's brand new. But question mark. You think that shit's flammable? 3. Now I'm gonna give you 10 seconds. Put it down in the comment section right now if you think that shit's flammable. 10. Okay, ready? That shit is very flammable. If you catch the wood that is attached to, that shit will burn. And the glue that is used. I don't even need to ask you, you already know that shit's gonna burn. And it burns hot. Really hot. Alright. So a mobile home is the worst fire in my opinion because of the fact that you literally have 2.5 minutes to make to show immediate results. Show results pretty much. With a house, you've got 5 minutes to show results. But with a trailer, you've got 2.5 minutes to show that you're doing something other than waving your dick in the wind. Okay? Whether that means you're going in, packed up, or you're just that asshole on the deck gun, taking out every window in the house, which is also very fun. I love working the deck gun because I like hitting the windows and taking down these old chimneys that are made out of stone and mortar and shit. I love doing that. But for a trailer, you don't have 2.5 minutes. Okay, in 2.5 minutes, most people the trucks are right out, are getting out the door. Alright, keep that in mind. If people are at work, granted you've got people who stay home, whackers, right, who do absolutely jack diddly shit, and they literally wear their gear all the time at the fucking station, because they're always itching for that next fucking call. Yes, it's gonna be one of those days, folks. Now, winter is the worst time to get a call as well, because in the summer, it's not that bad. To be honest with you, it's not that bad. You can sleep in a camper, or if you have a death trap that is a trailer, go ahead and sleep in that shit. In the spring, that's okay. In the fall, you're pushing your luck a little bit, but you'll still get by. When winter comes around, mind you, if you are inside of a house that is on fire, you are running out with everything, with only what you have on. Keep that in mind. Nobody's literally gonna, it's not gonna work like, hold on fire, I gotta get my snow pants on, or hold on fire, I gotta get boots on, or hey, give me a fucking moment. I've gotta get my shoes, or in stupid shit like that. Which is why I always call fire the biggest asshole, because it does not give a single flying fuck. Okay? Fire doesn't care who you are. Fire doesn't care how rich you are. Doesn't care what you are, pretty much. Before you ask, this is a Winston Red, so. Dogs. Okay, so I hate going to motorhome fires, mainly because I've lived most of my life in a trailer, all right, and I know just how bad it can be. Most people who live in the trailer, they don't have a big income, okay, and that is another reason why I consider fire the biggest asshole, because you can own a mansion, state of the art mansion with 3 cars in a garage, all right, or you can live in a trailer. You're not making that much compared to that millionaire, but guess what? Once that's done, the millionaire, he'll be shooken a little bit, but for people who live in a trailer, what do they have? You know, ain't like they can just move out. It ain't like they can just buy a home. Once again, people who live in these things, they're either always moving, or they don't have that big of an income. Alright, but fire doesn't care, and that's how shit works. But mobile homes are bitches to put up because they burn fast, they burn hot. Alright? The only reason, now, when we had that Monday, while I was out, when I was at the funeral home visiting, in the viewing hours, won't say for who, just keep that in mind. It's a hard thing to do, but for once, I'm going off track here. Mobile homes, they burn. The reason that, now, we actually saved half of the trailer. You couldn't live in that half, but you could, but half of it was still standing. Why? Because 2 of our firefighters lived in there, lived in that specific trailer park. All right, and well, one of them decided to take a garden hose and start weighing down the house nearby. Well, the house and the house beside it. It didn't do much, but it kind of thwarted it. It's kind of like bringing a pool noodle to a gunfight, but that's beside the point. If with enough luck you can knock the gun out of one guy's hand, but you'll still get shot to shit by the other guys. Alright, but that's beside the point. Now, trailer fires also have a bad thing going on with them in that they like to they kind of like to catch back on fire. That's what we were tripped out to later on that night. After we were done, after I was at the funeral home and everything else, we got tripped to that same fucking trailer. It had actually rekindled itself with some paper that we missed. We hate trailer fires, and every firefighter in the world hates them because of the fact that they're small, they're tight, pretty much. You can't fit, good luck fitting 10 guys in full, turnout gear, pack and everything. With hose and, with the hose. The hose won't add that much. It's more lines of the minute of the people and the gear themselves, because, well, it's not exactly the most agile thing. Trust me, it's not. Now, another thing. Now, trailers also tend to light other things on fire, such as dead trees, pine needles, grass. That'll go, and it's just a nightmare to take care of those things. Keep in mind, once again, we got 2.5 minutes to get from your station in your gear to the fire scene. Set up your head, set up your command center, set up the deck guns, and by that time you've got about. I'll be generous and I'll give you a minute. 1 minute left. What can you do in exactly 1 minute? Mind you, you still gotta get your pack on. Unless you're in a jump seat and you're that whacker who instinctively just throws that shit on. Just yes, click, pat mask, Nomex, fix everything up. Make sure nothing's sticking out, because if something's sticking out, it's gonna catch on fire. Now, I'm not going to stomp that shit out. It's too cold. But, trailer fires are the worst thing to deal with. I'd rather take having 3 MVAs in one day, and 2 of them being fatalities, than to deal with 1 trailer fire. How sad is that? Because of the fact that they're just disgusting to work with. Alright? A lot of trailers are kept nice and clean, but at the same time, carpet burns, the glue burns, the stain they use burns, the wood burns, everything fucking burns. Another thing is, a lot of these newer trailers have plastic siding. Plastic siding is horrible to deal with, because guess what? That shit burns too. And it doesn't like to go out that easily. Okay? But, trailer fires are the worst to deal with. They're actually right up there with brush fires, in my opinion. Brush fires are the worst to deal with. They're the second worst thing to deal with. How about that shit? Alright? The worst thing to deal with is a trailer fire. Second worst thing is a brush fire. Third worst thing is... there's nothing that really competes. It's just horrible. Those things are just terrible to deal with. It's just how it is. But that's beside the point. Trailer fires are the worst. I'm gonna keep on saying it. I'd rather deal with those 3 motor vehicle accidents or 2 structure fires in one day. Because there I can actually there's more time to do, because you've got 5 minutes. Remind you, on a standard structure fire, you got 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get on scene, set up your command, set up the deck gun, get hose, build up pressure, gather water, and everything else. That's, in 5 minutes, we've got 2 lines going. One of them being the deck gun, of course, because you just need the deck gun, because that shit just, any bit of fire that's just there it just ceases to exist. It just loads a revolver and puts it, puts it to its head, pretty much, against the deck, fire versus deck gun, but that's beside the point. I hate trailer fires, I hate brush fires. I don't actively hate all fires. I love structure fires, because I've got that big long gap to get, I've got that 5-minute gap, and by that time I'm already, I'm either busting in with experienced firefighters, or I'm on the deck gun hitting every window I can possibly aim at, because that shit is awesome. I love the deck guns. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video there. It's 20 minutes. Fuck. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. It's gonna be, yeah, next video I'll probably get into motor vehicle accidents. All right, and as you know, and as I already said this, I remember saying this in a video, but I don't tend to do this that much in the in the winter, unless it's a really nice day in the winter. Because if you look outside, you got snow and shit. Winter's the worst time to get a fucking call because of the fact that it's cold, it's miserable, there's ice, and the chief is always an asshole during the winter. At least my chief is. He's an asshole during winter because, he's just not he just because of the fact that his coffee gets cold real quick, and he does not like his coffee cold. He's that person. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. So, see y'all later. And, yeah. Hopefully you're having a nice day.